Time is 10:52. Saturday open phones on News Talk 710 KURV. I'm Sergio Sanchez, along with Dan Garza, president of the LIBRE Initiative, and we've been sharing some data from a recent poll, the poll they released this past week. Okay, let's go back to some more questions that you haven't shared and some of the results. Go ahead.
Sure. We also wanted to get their sense of where they're at politically. And one thing that interested us was, while there are many possibilities for the Republican candidate for vice president, which of the following would you most want to see chosen as vice president? And we thought, this would be an interesting question. The clear winner was Marco Rubio out of Florida, the senator. And second was Susana Martinez.
Did you leave that up to the individual to answer on his own, or did you provide them a list of names like Marco Rubio?
On their own. On their own. Some of the other names that came up were Brian Sandoval, governor of Nevada, Tim Pawlenty, Paul Ryan. That was interesting.
So based on where they lived and they spouted the name.
It did have a lot to do with where they lived.
So
obviously.
Florida, since Florida was heavy, then hence you had a lot of Rubio people.
Well, you had 50% in Florida who said Rubio. But look, in California, you had 16%, Colorado 15%, Nevada 18% in Texas.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Wanted Rubio, yeah. So that's decent. As far as name recognition
goes. Will it make a difference? Will it make a difference according to the polling data?
Well, right now they're saying that only 32% would be more likely if it was a Hispanic who would be a VP. But that, of course, you don't have the person out there doing the Spanish, embracing the community and doing stuff. So it would be interesting to see how that plays out.
You can look at it through one lens and says, that's good, because race doesn't make a difference. It does. It doesn't.
It's the principles. It's the ideas that matter here is what they're saying. That's exactly right. It was interesting. A focus group, we asked, a group of people, who had, it was like 75% in the focus group in Albuquerque, New Mexico, had voted for Obama. And then the same 75% had voted for Susana Martinez, who was a Republican. We asked why. She said, well, because she's different. She's not like the other Republicans. I thought that was kind of interesting, that she had that kind of, what's that guy from New Jersey? The governor.
Oh, it's the
sort of a Chris Christie kind of thing.
Krispy Kreme.
Her going on.
If you ever need to remember Chris Christie's name, think of Krispy Kreme donuts. It'll come to you immediately. Yeah.
Ouch. Yeah. And one more question that I'll tell you is that do you believe that President Obama's economic policies have helped make the economy better? 47% said yes. His policies have made the economy better.
Okay.
That amazing?
That one deserves a follow-up question next time. Why? ¿Por qué? Why? Seriously, you should.
Because gosh darn it, he's trying. He's well-intentioned.
Yeah.
Cares. And I'm sure he cares. And I'm sure he's trying. And I'm sure he's well-intentioned. But we just feel his policies are growing government, not the private.
So was Hugo Chavez. So was Fidel Castro. They were well-intentioned. They wanted the good for the collective.
We so wish he would change course.
Jeez. Okay.
And grow the private sector.
It's not going to happen, and he's doubling down on stupid and moving toward taxing the rich and advocating for more socialist programs and quote unquote investing in infrastructure. Yeah, how'd that work out first time
Even
around?
though 85% of Hispanics said they're concerned about deficit spending, 85%.
Really?
And yet that's exactly what he's doing, and so there's the incongruence. They like him, Sergio. They like him personally. They want him to do well. That's the only way I can figure these numbers out.
Okay.
So they're willing to tolerate.
Let's go back to media then. You and I talked about this some time back, and I believe that it will require mass media, expensive campaign to put it during the commercial set in between, Vel Rosita and the Nor condensed stuff. Put it somewhere in the novelas and get truth out there. And just start talking basic numbers. More national debt in 3 years than all of the 8 years under Bush and 2 wars. Get the basic truth out there. Get basic numbers for people to understand all this debt that we have accumulated and the jobs that were not produced as a result.
That is why we feel at the LIBRE Initiative it is so important to drive this discussion of economic freedom. What are the principles? What are the policies that generate prosperity? And what are the policies that generate impoverishment?
Look at the examples in Latin America.
That's exactly right.
They went toward
That's capitalism. The conversation we're having right now.
They went toward free markets, and look at the prosperity that they have down here as compared to us over here with all these failed socialist ideas that led to the collapse of the Soviet Empire, as an example.
Yes.
That they're turning away from in Cuba, where they have no cars, they have nothing in Cuba. We had just a group from a local church, some old friends of mine, went down there to Cuba. They were sending back pictures of all the quaint cars and buildings and the nothingness that is Cuban society. And now they're moving toward privatizing and selling off national assets to private investors because, I'm sorry, so this whole socialism,
you have to turn to the market.
Yeah, you have to go toward capitalism in order to provide wealth to pay for the state. Hello. Provide
that's the conversation we're having.
We need those commercials,
that's
dude.
We
need them on national Univision, national Telemundo. We need those on the national networks to convey this truth.
Well, we need people to join us and to support our effort, be a part of our movement. We're very excited with the reception that we are getting. That when we do talk about these things and these principles, that we are being received. It has exceeded expectations, and so we are very thrilled actually with the response we're getting. But again, we are just now starting this and are excited about the prospects, but it is the start.
How do people get a hold of you in case they want you to go and speak to their group, their Rotary, or whatever?
They can call us at 956,
whenever you're in town.
956-519-4200, or visit our webpage, thelibreinitiative.com. In Spanish, libreprospero.com.
TheLibreInitiative.com. You'll also find them on Facebook. You want to find me on Facebook? You're part of that 5,500 people that are following on Facebook. Orale, come on over. You'll find a link somewhere there. I try to post as much stuff as I can from Dan as well.
And we're everywhere now. Miami, Los Angeles, Virginia, Texas, Colorado.
I believe in cloning technology. Maybe we can clone several thousand of you, send you all over the nation. All right, Dan, thank you much.
Thank you, sir.
That's Dan Garza from TheLibreInitiative.com. Coming up next hour is Dr. Lawrence Gelman on 710 KURV.
For Icy Hot.
If you've got pain,